I'm here at Portland Art Museum, a historic building in downtown Portland that has an incredible collection of art and some of my favorite event spaces across the city. Now, you might have come here during the weekdays to enjoy paintings and statues, but during the weekends, this space gets transformed into a wedding venue. There are actually 2 ballrooms here in the Mark building and a green room that we're going to take a look at in this video. So let's take a look at this space together. Now, Portland Art Museum is actually a collection of buildings along the park blocks of downtown Portland. Here in the Mark building, we have this historic structure that was acquired by Portland Art Museum sometime in the mid-1990s and then renovated as a beautiful event venue. They do all kinds of corporate events here, and it's also a super ideal place to host a wedding. Portland Art Museum also comes with a few features that you don't get with a lot of downtown venues, like security throughout the entire building for your event. There's tons of street parking, or you can work with city center parking to do valet, and just to be fancy, they have coat check for your guests. Now, down on the first floor of the Mark building, we have this Fields Sunken Ballroom. This is the first of 2 ballrooms where you can host a ceremony and a reception. This space is 4,800 square feet, and you can seat about 150 up to about 220 people comfortably. There's room for a dance floor, you can set up an arbor, and there's a lot of configuration available. This space can be highly customized. Now, the Fields Sunken Ballroom itself is a really pretty space. As you can see, it's really bright and airy. There are super tall ceilings, and then you have these original Corinthian columns and this really interesting artwork. The art that they have on the walls in here is actually plaster reliefs from the 1800s of ancient Greco-Roman art. It's some of the original stuff that they had on display here in the Portland Art Museum. As you can see behind me, they also have an amazing AV booth and tons of capabilities for lighting and sound all in this space, and it all comes with the wedding package. Now, just outside of the Fields Sunken Ballroom, you have a really pretty foyer area, and this can be a super ideal spot to set up a bar. You can have kind of a cocktail hour out here, and this is also the first thing that your guests are going to see as they flow in through the building. It's a really beautiful space. Now, the venue comes with an amazing AV system, but beyond that, there's also a ton of event rentals that come with the wedding package. And we're gonna take a look at those upstairs. Let's go there next. Now, up here on the 3rd floor of the Mark building, you have this incredible Kreidel Grand Ballroom. And this is a staggering 9,000 square foot space. You can seat up to 450 guests comfortably, and you can do all kinds of arrangements with dance floors, with curtains. You can make it smaller for smaller weddings, or you can use the entire space if you're planning a grand event. I'm a huge fan of all of the scenery in the Kreidel Ballroom. You have these original early 20th century Masonic murals from when the building was a Mason temple, and then inside of this space they've redone the floors with acoustic carpeting, and you have this incredible stage. So if you want to do a wedding band, the layout is super ideal. You could have a dance floor down here, you could have your band up here, and then as you look up at the ceilings, there's this incredible AV truss system, which is more advanced than any venue I've seen across the entire city. They also redid these beautiful wooden ceilings in 2019, and the entire aesthetic is very warm and welcoming and just so gorgeous. Now, directly outside of the Kreidel Ballroom, you have this beautiful foyer area, and there's a panoramic view of the city of Portland, downtown, and then all of this space where you can set up a bar, you could have a cocktail hour, or a nice little welcome greeting area for your guests as they wander up the stairs and up the elevator from the street below. This is also a really pretty place to take pictures, and I love all of the natural light that you get from these bay windows. Now, bringing the conversation back to rentals, Portland Art Museum has high tops and low tops. They have 2 styles of chair, and then beyond that, they have rounds and banquets for as many guests as you want to bring to your event. And that comes with the wedding package. But beyond that, for all of the centerpieces and linens and all of that type of decor, you can work with one of their preferred venue partners for catering and for rentals. Everyone else is whoever you want to bring. They have an open vendor policy, which is really rare in the wedding industry. Now, if you step behind the scenes for just a moment, on both levels, you have full catering infrastructure, which is super important for an event. Downstairs, they have a full-service kitchen with ovens, and then up here, you've got hot boxes and plenty of space so that your catering crew has everything that they need to serve fresh food at your event. This is not something that you find at every wedding venue. Now, outside of the Crydell Ballroom on the 3rd floor, you have this beautiful green room. This is one of 2 ready rooms with floor-to-ceiling windows and mirrors. You've got a full bathroom in here with a shower, so it's a really nice place on the morning of your wedding to kind of set up and get ready for your event. You can do hair and makeup in here, you can have your wedding party with you, and it's just kind of a nice place to steal away with an incredible view of downtown Portland. Now, up here on the 4th floor, we have what's known as the Trustee Boardroom. And this is a wonderful ready room for you and your wedding party to get ready aside from the green room. So one party down there, another party up here. Right now it's laid out with boardroom tables, but you can rearrange this room and there's floor-to-ceiling mirrors, there's windows, and there's a view of the entire Portland downtown. It's a great space to get ready with your wedding party. If you're looking for a venue for your wedding that's as elegant and classical as it is scenic and inspiring, then I think that the Mark Building at the Portland Art Museum is one of your best picks across the entire city. The scenery and the art are unmatched here, and it's a wonderful way to become a patron of the arts. If you want to check out their events team, then look in the show notes for this video where we'll link everything you need to know about getting in touch. And while you're at it, check out A Beautiful Union. We're a photo and film house here in Portland, and we do weddings and elopements across the West Coast. We're very experienced with weddings here at Portland Art Museum, and we would love to chat with you about filming yours. I'll see you in the next one.